Hello friends, today we're going to discuss what is the TCL command and what is the DQL command and how can we use these command in SQL Server. So let's begin to understand what is the TCL command and what is the DQL command. Here is the simple definition of the TCL command. TCL stands for the transaction control language and TCL command are used to manage the transaction in the database. TCL command can only use with the DML command like insert, delete, update command. It means we cannot use TCL command without the DML command. It is only used with the DML command. It is also allow statement to be grouped together into logical transaction. It means we can use multiple statement in a logical transaction and that can be controlled by the TCL command. So here is some command that is come under the TCL commands like commit command, second is a rollback command, third is a save point command. These command are comes under the TCL command. So let's start with the first commit command. Commit command basically used to save the all the transaction to the database. It means if we executing insert, update and delete command in a particular transaction to save these changes into database, we use normally commit command. So here is a simple syntax of the commit command. If you want to commit multiple or a single statement into the database, just you use commit keyword. So for example, if I want to delete a particular record from the database based on the ID, so after delete it, if I want to save it permanently to the database, then we use commit command. And if I did not use commit command, so it is not saved into the database, so it can be back basically. Here we have a SQL server and I have one table, class table in a demo database. So class table have two column, ID and class name. And for example, I want to update class table. I want to change class name like XYZ, where class ID equal to 1. So I am just execute without rollback. I am just execute this statement within a transaction. One row affected. Class name has changed where ID is equal to 1. And I just want to roll back because I don't want these changes, so I just use rollback keyword. If I execute this statement, it is reset the previous state of the our table. Okay, I'm executed rollback, and so let's see what happen. It is reset class A reset. So rollback basically undo our database changes within a transaction. I take here a transaction. We can also mention the transaction name. Update. Okay. Same thing. If I commit the changes, then I cannot roll back. For example, with the same example, I just use commit command. For example, I execute this statement, one row affected, we can see, but it is not saved. When I commit it, it is committed, it is saved, permanently saved. And then I want to use rollback, it cannot be rollback. It cannot be rolled back. It show the some error. The rollback transaction require. Third is save point. This command help to reset a save point within a transaction. or we can say that we create a save point within a group of transaction in which we can roll back. It is used to roll the transaction back to the certain point without rolling back the entire transaction. It means if there is a transaction have multiple statement like 10 to 15 statement, and I want to roll back only certain point of the transaction, so we can use the save point. We can put multiple places save point, and I can reset these transactions on the base of save point. Here's a simple syntax of the save point in SQL Server. To use the save point, just we have to save transaction and put the name, save point name. And here's a simple example. I use for example, I have a transaction use the to update statement, and I want to just I want to just reset only second transaction, not entire transaction. So in such a case, we can just roll back the save point to save point 2. Before that, if I'm not using the save point and I'm using the rollback, so then it will roll back entire transaction, and by using the save point, it is rollback only particular part of your transaction. So let's understand these things with the live example. Here's a SQL server, and I take same example. I just take class table, and I use transaction. I just begin transaction. I can put the transaction name update table. So save point always written above the transaction. For example, I want to put this first statement into particular save point. I just put the save point name above this transaction. So this is a pattern of the to write the save point in our transaction. And for example, I want to put a second statement with the save point 2. Then we put below the save point 2. Then I put this statement below the save point 2. So so I'm going to execute this two update statement with the two save point. So let's execute it. I executed two row affected, and just see in the table both are changes. First id change class X, second id change class Y. Or I just want to roll back second statement. So to roll back statement with using save point, there is a simple syntax: rollback transaction and transaction save point. So I just want to put second save point, so I just execute it. Okay, execute successfully. Just check. Yeah, we can see second row reset. There is a no class Y. It is reset with the class B. And same thing we can do with the save point 1. It is also rollback. For example, I put save point 1 and execute it and select. First transaction also roll back. So with the using the save point, we can roll back a particular area of our transaction, not a roll back our entire transaction. So this is the main advantage of the save point. And save point basically used for the large statements, large logics, like there is a logics in a 15 row, 100 rows. Then we save point is a very significant role in such a transaction. Next is DQL command. DQL stands for data query language. All the command in SQL that are used to fetch data from database comes under the DQL command. So that all the select command comes under the DQL command. It is only comes only one command under the DQL command, select command. Select command, it is used to fetch the data from the database on the base of condition where we can describe in a where clause. So there is a simple syntax of the DQL command, and select star from table, and based on where condition. And I can just in a simple example we can see that I just select some record based on the ID. This is simple example of the DQL command. I hope you guys understand what is the DQL command, and what is the TCL command. So thank you for watching this video.